All right, all right, all right. Welcome, traders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition of Market Update Time with your host, Johnny Howe. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, traders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are going to be covering the markets today. We're going to be a market update and show you what's going on in these markets right now and what's been going on with these markets. You know, it's really, really interesting to see what's going on right now with these markets and how things are forming and how things are playing out, and it's really, really interesting to see how people are playing this and how people are still trading these markets. Yeah, it's I want to give you a rundown on what I'm seeing right now in the markets itself, and we'll go over gold, we'll go over silver, we'll go over all that down home country goodness as well. So let me get straight into it right now. Alrighty. Before I do get started into today's session, you must know I am I'm trying to bring up my disclaimer here, but it's not working. Oh, my neck. Bloody killing me. Alrighty, guys. So let's get straight into today's session. All right, guys. Do not place a trade based on what you've seen in this session because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There's no guarantees of making a profit in markets, and it takes you a long time to become a good trader. So, and by the way, guys, if you want to become a good trader, if you want this as a job, that's right, a job, then you must be consistent. Also, make sure you head on down to mastertraderlab.com to grab your free trial to the Master Trader Lab. Alrighty, guys. So let's get straight into today's session here. And I want to walk you through what's really going on right now in these markets, because there is a lot of people out there right now that are trading these markets, and there's a lot of people out there that are doing all the wrong things when it comes to trading the markets. They're doing all the wrong things, which means, what I mean by that is that they're trying to fight the market. They're trying to get in and get out of the market and so on and so forth, you know, when it's not the right time. And the thing is that with the overall market itself, it's really, really, really interesting to see how things are forming and how things are playing out. And what I mean by that is that if we go have a look at, say, say the stock market. Alrighty, so the thing is that when we're looking at the stock market here, right, when we're looking at the stock market and we're looking at the way that the stock market is forming and the way the stock market is moving forward, one of the most important things to you as a trader is to continue to read what the market is telling you. Continue to read what the market is and flow with the markets. And yesterday I was given the case. And yesterday I actually did a video saying big bull run is about to start, or something like that, or big bull run coming. And I was talking about the Dow Jones, and I was talking about how the Dow Jones, when we're looking at the Dow Jones, I was talking about, say, the Dow Jones is still going sideways through here, which is building line energy, which is actually a positive sign. It's not a reversal sign. And I know so many people are still trying to do the good old adage, and I've been trying to tell people not to do this, you know, which is that they're trying to, they're trying to think that this is the top in the markets, that this right now is the top in the markets, and it's going to be the top, and, you know, and we better start the short right now because of this and 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 all these reasons. You know, and same for the S&P 500. I know people have been short in the markets, i.e. probably buying put options in the SPY, and this thing just keeps making new highs. Now, the thing is that I did expect some sort of a resting phase, some sort of a sideways phase, like we got in the Dow Jones. But that's the reason why I've also said that don't fight the market, because you never know whether that sideways phase or a pullback is going to happen. And trying to short the market right now is not a very, very, very good successful strategy. And so by looking at these markets, guys, and by trading these markets, it's so important that you simply follow along with the markets here. And the thing is, like, you can never predict exactly what's going to happen the very next day, like no one can, but we can start to flow with the markets. We can start to flow with them, and we can start to go with them in a way of that gives us the probability of doing well. Now, if I look at say the S&P 500, the S&P 500, look at that. It's getting almost to, well, this is the SPY. Let's go to the S&P 500. We're actually basically getting right up to this resistance line up here. So again, like, I am expecting some sort of a pullback here, some sort of a reversals, or meaning some sort of a sideways phase or something through there, because this market is just being gone vertical. But as we know about these markets, right, this market can just keep going up and up and up and up and up. So trying to short this market right now is absolutely crazy. And just because just because I said that, and if the market goes down tomorrow, doesn't mean it was a wrong call and all that sort of stuff, because that's not how trading is done. And I think you guys know that when it comes to you trading these markets here. So the thing is that the title of this video here is is this the top of the markets? And so many people right now are trying to predict that the market is going to crash. And the market's going to crash. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. And there has been nothing on here to say that this is going to crash. And I know people are just been shorting this all the way up. And I've been trying to say to people, listen, don't fight this market here. Don't fight this market, because the Dow, there's a very high probability chance that the Dow is resting right now, which it is, and we're likely to break up out of this sideways phase. And once we break, we're likely to go for another good run to the high side, another big run to the high side. So trying to fight this market right now is a very, very, very risky strategy in the markets there. So that's what's happening right now in the stock market, guys. Again, the S&P 500 right now is definitely hitting that area of resistance, and also the NASDAQ as well too. NASDAQ is definitely just NASDAQ is almost at its level of resistance again. So I am expecting some sort of reversal here, guys, some sort of a sideways movement, because the market doesn't just keep going up like the way it does. But with that being said, you definitely don't want to be short in the market right now, because again, how many times have you seen me do a video saying, don't fight the market, don't fight the market, don't fight the market? And for people and trying to pick tops and trying to pick tops and bottoms and all that sort of stuff in the markets, it is a very, 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 very risky strategy, and you're going to get your head handed to you. And that's where, like, there's a few people in this room, a few people that watch my videos are still thinking that this is the top of the markets, and they keep just, and right now they're thinking, crap, was I wrong? Was I right? And the whole basis of that, guys, the whole basis of them not doing well in the markets all comes down to them not following a proven plan. That's all it comes back down to. They try to be right with the markets. And what I mean by try to be right with the market, instead of following a proven plan, they say, okay, I think this is the top right now, and this is all the reasons why it's going to be the top, so let me short it. You know, and all that sort of stuff. So again, guys, please follow along with the charts. And what I mean by that, for you guys that are new to the markets, maybe you've been trading these markets for less than say 2 years. If you're new to the markets, you've been trading these markets for less than 2 years, then it's so important that you learn how to read these charts. And what I mean by read these charts is not indicators. Okay, I'm talking about like the market itself, and it all comes back down to the peaks and troughs, the highs and lows, and really, what are they telling you, and how strong are the moves? Do we have strong moves up, strong moves down, weak moves? Like, the market is always giving us a gauge, giving us a guide on what's going on with the markets. It doesn't mean we know exactly what's going to happen the very next day. And no, charts are not, when you're reading the charts, some people say, oh, throw the charts out, the charts are useless. when you're reading the charts and you're reading it for what it's telling you right now today. Especially if you're reading a daily chart, you know, what the market tells you today is what it tells you today. 2 or 3 days later, it could tell you something different. It could tell you something new. And so therefore you have to mold, you have to flow with the market. You have to flow with the market as the market unfolds. And this is where so many traders get unstuck, if you will, is because they get so stuck in their way of thinking like, you know, just one way and one way only, and that's it, and not being so flexible and not bending and molding and flowing with the markets. And it's definitely not a very, very, very good successful strategy to do that, because you need to flow with the markets, because the market is going to go through an uptrend, it's going to go through a downtrend, it's going to go through sideways fades, it's going to go through the 3 different phases, and you need to be able to flow with that and go with that. And the thing is that reading the market and reading the charts and trading is all about probability. It's all about probability. It is never about certainty. It's never saying, well, John, you said this and it didn't happen. It's all about probability about what's happening in the markets right now. Okay. Probability in the market is the thing that we need to be focusing on. What's the probability of this thing? So what's the probability of this being a top? Probably 10%, maybe 5% chance it's going to be a top. No one knows it's going to be a top, but you can never predict the exact top in the market. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm talking about right now. It's like, don't fight the market. Don't fight the market. Don't fight the market. Don't fight the market. And so that's basically what's going on right now in these markets and what's happening right now in these markets here. So the thing is, guys, is that we want to